Hi, everybody, and today is a real pleasure for me. I've been looking forward to doing this show and tell for a long time. Um, I've got myself one of my Grail watches. Uh, the one I'm showing you today is called a Casio MQD-3000W, and this has been on my want list for maybe 20 years. Now, first of all, I'd like to say that these watches are extremely rare. This one, first of all, I've never seen it for sale before. I've only seen posted pictures of it on different watch sites. Proud owners who've shown pictures of their watches, but I've never seen one for sale. And now I own one. Right, I'll give you some stats for it. It's a quartz battery. The original battery is what they call the 328 module quartz movement. Now, this one has been fitted with a new ETA 955.422, which is a very close clone to the original movement. Oops, I've got it upside down, sorry. Right, it's obviously a Casio. It's from their line of divers, which were produced between 1971 and 1983. So it's a vintage watch. This has a 300-meter dive rating. What can I say? Apart from that, it's the big brother of another Casio watch, the MD-703. Now let me just show you that, if you'll bear with me 1 minute. This is the Casio MD-703. So this is like the big brother. It has a 100-meter deeper depth rating. It has a different shroud, and it also has gold instead of the silver. The bezel is made of gold, not made of gold, but gold plated, and so on. So this is the bigger brother. So let's have a look at it. It's titanium coated. It has 8 screws, which hold the top of the bezel to the bottom of the watch. What else can I say? I've fitted it with a titanium mesh bracelet, which looks very, very nice on the watch, as if it was made with it. Now, the story about this watch. Ever since I got this one, as a 16-year-old boy on my way to Mauritius, I'm really chuffed with that watch, and then I saw pictures of this, and even back in the day when they were new, this one was more rarer than the 703, and quite more expensive. So for many years I've coveted this watch, and as I've said before, I've never seen one for sale, and lo and behold, a couple of weeks ago, this one came on eBay as being sold as is, and with a movement that didn't work. Now I did some quick recon, and I found out that the ETA 955.422 fits this watch. So I quickly threw a massive bid on it, and through my eBay sniper, which snipes 3 seconds before, and I got this watch. And I'm not going to say how much I paid for it because it's ridiculous, but I did get it, and after 2 weeks it arrived with the post, and I had also bought the ETA movement. And today I've been up in Aarhus, which is a town in Denmark, with my friend who is a watchmaker, and he helped me fit the new movement in, and it works perfectly, and it's just such a pleasure. Now, if you're a watch nerd like me, especially like vintage Casio divers, um, then this is a Grail watch, and it's just awesome. The whole, just you're probably shaking your heads right now and thinking, "What an idiot!" But on the way home from Always in the car, I just kept looking at my wrist, and there it was sitting there, and I just thought, God, all those long hours in front of the computer looking at pictures of these, and now I'm actually wearing one. It's like really silly, but there you are. And yeah, it's just an awesome looking watch, and I had it depth tested, and it passed with flying colours. It's ready to use. I could go diving with it tomorrow if I wanted, and it would still. The pressure test was I did a double test, a vacuum test, and a pressure test, and it passed with flying colours with both of them. So it's really good. And actually, I was surprised when I got this watch that it actually looks nicer in real life than it did in the pictures. Pictures have a tendency to exaggerate scratches and so on. It does have some scratches on the bezel, on the shroud, and so on. But it really just looked really nice when I got it out, and I just hoped that I would be able to get it up and running again. Now, the thing is, I've kept the original movement. This is the original movement, and I am in fact planning to have my watch friend see if he can repair it. Now, he says that it might be possible. Obviously, I would like to have it fitted with the original movement, but I was just so chuffed at getting this watch that I just needed to see it. I needed to see it tick. I needed to see it work, and it did. And it's just for me, first of all, liking these watches and so on, and being able to bring one back to life. It's just such a pleasure. And I know I sound just terrible right now, but it is. This was a non-worker, and now it is, and I'm pleased that I got it instead of somebody else who might have cannibalized it for parts for their MQD-3000W. So the next watch on my list is also a Casio diver. It's a 200 meter. It looks very similar to this, except it's called the Casio MQD-3000W, and it has a 2,000 meter rating. And as far as I remember, it looks exactly like this, except it's not gold. It's silver bezel, silver numbers, and the silver bezel, and not a gold crown. Otherwise, they're actually absolutely identical. So that's next on my list. Yeah. And normally, when I talk about vintage watches, I tell you they're out there, guys. You just have to keep an eye out for them. But I can't in good conscience say that about this watch. It's just so rare that I'm not saying you won't be able to find one. I'm just saying there might be, in 10 years' time. That they really, as I said, in all the years I've been watch interested, I have never seen one for sale. And I've seen parts for them, but never one complete watch for sale. And that might be because I haven't found the ones that are for sale, but they're just. And if you Google them, you can read about people who say that about 10 years ago, posts that are 15 years old when they're talking about how rare these watches are. They just weren't made in the same numbers that these were. They were just that more exclusive at the time. So that makes them, just more difficult to find. It's just anyway. So this is my Casio MQD-3000W. It's a beauty. I hope you enjoyed looking at this. It's just been a happy man's ramblings about how happy he is, insanely, madly happy that he got this watch. And if you've been chuckling about this, chuckling about me, well, then I apologise, but I just had to make a show and tell about this, and show you all that it came back from the dead, and it's a good looker. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's a stunner. It's a very, very handsome watch, and it has some real wrist presence when you wear it. It does. I can put it on for you guys, and you can see if I can get them over these fantastic gloves of mine. There you go. Put it back here. Everything's a bit more difficult when you're looking through. There you go. So, let's see. There we are. And it's working. Anyway, with that final little show, I would like to say thanks a lot for listening to me and for watching this. And if you have any comments, please feel free to post underneath this video. And you're also very welcome to subscribe. I might post more show and tells. I probably will, and hopefully you'll enjoy them too. So subscribe if you like what I show. And anyway, thanks a lot. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.